March 11th, on this day in history events. In 222, Alexander Severus becomes Emperor of Rome, replacing his cousin 18-year-old Elagabalus. The bodies of the assassinated emperor and his mother, Julia Soaemias, are dragged through the streets of the city and thrown into the Tiber. In 1702, the Daily Courant, England's first national daily newspaper, is published for the first time. The newspaper consisted of a single page, with advertisements on the reverse side. It was produced by Elizabeth Mallet, who intended to publish only foreign news and would not add any comments of her own, supposing her readers to have sense enough to make reflections for themselves. In 1708, Queen Anne withholds Royal Assent from the Scottish Militia Bill, the last time a British monarch vetoes legislation. Anne withheld Royal Assent from the Scottish Militia Bill 1708, in case the militia raised in Scotland was disloyal and sided with the Jacobites. She was the last British sovereign to veto a parliamentary bill, although her action was barely commented upon at the time. The invasion fleet never landed and was chased away by British ships commanded by Sir George Byng. In 1784, the signing of the Treaty of Mangalore brings the Second Anglo-Mysore War to an end. The Treaty of Mangalore was signed between Tipu Sultan and the British East India Company on 11th of March, 1784. It was signed in Mangalore and brought an end to the Second Anglo-Mysore War. In 1851, the first performance of Rigoletto by Giuseppe Verdi takes place in Venice. Rigoletto is an opera in 3 acts. The Italian libretto was written by Francesco Maria Piave, based on the 1832 play La Roi Soaemias by Victor Hugo. Despite serious initial problems with the Austrian censors, who had control over northern Italian theaters at the time, the opera had a triumphant premiere at La Fenice Theatre, in Venice, on March 11, 1851. In 1861, the Constitution of the Confederate States of America is adopted, on March 11, and was in effect from February 22, 1862, to the conclusion of the American Civil War. The Confederacy also operated under a provisional constitution from February 8, 1861, to February 22, 1862. The original provisional constitution is located at the American Civil War Museum in Richmond, Virginia, and differs slightly from the version later adopted. The final, handwritten constitution is located in the University of Georgia Archives. In 1917, Baghdad falls to Anglo-Indian forces commanded by General Stanley Maude. The Mesopotamian Campaign was a campaign in the Middle Eastern theater of World War I, fought between the Allies represented by the British Empire, troops from Britain, Australia and the vast majority from British India, against the Central Powers, mostly from the Ottoman Empire. In 1927, Samuel Roxy Rothafel opens the Roxy Theater, in New York City. The Roxy Theater was a 5,920-seat movie theater, located at 153 West 50th Street, between 6th and 7th Avenues. It opened on March 11, 1927, with the silent film The Love of Sunya, produced by and starring Gloria Swanson. The huge movie palace was a leading Broadway film showcase through the 1950s, and was also noted for its lavish stage shows. It closed, and was demolished in 1960. In 1941, United States President Franklin D. Roosevelt signs the Lend-Lease Act into law, allowing American-built war supplies to be shipped to the Allies on loan. The Lend-Lease policy, formally titled an Act to Promote the Defense of the United States, was a program under which the United States supplied the United Kingdom, Free France, the Republic of China, and later the Soviet Union and other Allied nations with food, oil, and materiel between 1941 and August 1945. This included warships and warplanes, along with other weaponry. It was signed into law on March 11, 1941, and ended in September 1945. In general, the aid was free, although some hardware, such as ships, were returned after the war. In return, the U.S. was given leases on army and naval bases in Allied territory during the war. In 1946, Rudolf Höss, the first commandant of Auschwitz concentration camp, is captured by British troops. Rudolf Franz Ferdinand Höss was a German SS officer during the Nazi era who, after the defeat of Nazi Germany, was convicted for war crimes. Höss was the longest-serving commandant of Auschwitz concentration and extermination camp. In 1983, Bob Hawke is appointed Prime Minister of Australia. Robert James Lee Hawke was an Australian politician who served as Prime Minister of Australia and leader of the Labour Party from 1983 to 1991. He led Labour to a landslide victory at the 1983 election, and was sworn in as Australia's 23rd Prime Minister. He went on to lead Labour to victory 3 more times, in 1984, 1987 and 1990, making him the most electorally successful and longest-serving Labour Prime Minister in history. In 1985, Mikhail Gorbachev is elected to the position of General Secretary of the Communist Party of the Soviet Union, making Gorbachev the USSR's de facto, and last, head of state. Mikhail Gorbachev is a Russian and former Soviet politician. The eighth and last leader of the Soviet Union, he was the General Secretary of the Communist Party of the Soviet Union from 1985 until 1991. He was also the country's head of state from 1988 until 1991, serving as the chairman of the Presidium of the Supreme Soviet from 1988 to 1989, chairman of the Supreme Soviet from 1989 to 1990, and president of the Soviet Union from 1990 to 1991. Ideologically, Gorbachev initially adhered to Marxism-Leninism, although he had moved towards social democracy by the early 1990s. In 1990, Lithuania declares itself independent from the Soviet Union. The Act of the Re-establishment of the State of Lithuania, or Act of March 11, was an independence declaration by Lithuania adopted on March 11, 1990, signed by all members of the Supreme Council of the Republic of Lithuania led by Severus. The act emphasized restoration and legal continuity of the interwar period Lithuania, which was occupied by the USSR and lost independence in June 1940. It was the first time that an occupied state declared independence from the dissolving Soviet Union. In 1990, Patricio Aylwin is sworn in as the first democratically elected president of Chile since 1970. Patricio Aylwin was a Chilean politician from the Christian Democratic Party, lawyer, author, professor and former senator. He was the first president of Chile after dictator Augusto Pinochet, and his election marked the Chilean transition to democracy in 1990. Despite resistance from elements of the Chilean military and government after his election, Patricio Aylwin was staunch in his support for the Chilean National Commission for Truth and Reconciliation, which exposed the systematic brutalities of the dictatorship. In 2006, Michelle Bachelet is inaugurated as first female president of Chile. Veronica Michelle Bachelet Herrera is a Chilean politician who has served as United Nations High Commissioner for Human Rights since 2018. She also previously served as president of Chile from 2006 to 2010, and 2014 to 2018, for the Socialist Party of Chile. She is the first woman to hold the Chilean presidency. After leaving the presidency in 2010, and while not immediately re-electable, she was appointed the first executive director of the newly created United Nations Entity for Gender Equality and the Empowerment of Women. In December 2013, Bachelet was re-elected with over 62% of the vote, bettering the 54% she obtained in 2006. She was the first president of Chile to be re-elected since 1932. In 2010, the economist and businessman Sebastián Piñera is sworn in as president of Chile. Aftershocks of the 2010 Picaylmu earthquake hit central Chile during the ceremony. Sebastián Piñera is a Chilean billionaire businessman and politician who has been president of Chile since 2018. In 2011, an earthquake measuring 9.0 in magnitude strikes 130 kilometers, 81 miles, east of Sendai, Japan, triggering a tsunami killing thousands of people. This event also triggered the second largest nuclear accident in history, and one of only two events to be classified as a level 7 on the International Nuclear Event Scale. In 2020, the World Health Organization declares COVID-19 virus a pandemic. A pandemic is an epidemic of an infectious disease that has spread across a large region, for instance multiple continents or worldwide, affecting a substantial number of people. Coronavirus disease is a contagious disease, caused by severe acute respiratory syndrome coronavirus, SARS-CoV-2. The first case was identified in Wuhan, China, in December 2019. The disease has since spread worldwide, leading to an ongoing pandemic. In 2020, the World Health Organization declares COVID-19 virus